Viewer discretion is advised.
Better stop, Ryan! Coming for you. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Cops is filmed on location with the men and women of law enforcement. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
Officer Schwartz, we have some suspicious activity. Over.
I'm on it. Over.
Man, I love these new walkie-talkies.
I know. They're really cool. Over. Sir, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Suspect is on the run. Suspect is on the run.
I got him. Over. Sir, stop right there. As you can see, drugs affect normal mental and physical behavior.
Let's see this. Over. Mr. Dimitri, Officer Schwartz will be here in a second with your evidence.
Where's my pot?
Right here.
I need it.
No.
As you can see, withdrawal symptoms are already taking place.
When I'm done with you.
Officer Schwartz, I'll take it from here. Mr. Dimitri, you do know what you were doing was illegal, right?
That's a sure sign of a depressant.
Mr. Dimitri, in 2014 it was surveyed nationwide that 21.3% of 12th graders have smoked pot in the past 30 days and 6% have smoked it every day for the past week.
Are you one of those 21.3% scum?
Yes, no. Maybe so.
Let's hit you with some cold hard facts.
Fact 1. Marijuana users often experience short-term memory loss.
Why am I here again?
Severe anxiety.
I'm being looked upon.
Lowered reaction time. Hallucinations.
Sorry, get back on the couch.
Loss of coordination. Mr. Dimitri, could you catch this for me, please? And even sexual problems.
I'm infertile.
Fact B. 30% of users experience a mental or physical defect after frequent use.
Wait a minute. I thought it was numerical order.
That's just the short-term memory loss. I think the only solution is to take him to rehab.
I agree. Officers, will you please stay so you can be educated on this matter? Sounds good.
Okay.
I am Dr. Agarwal, head of Sunshine Acres Rehab Center. We have done many experiments here involving planarian worms to see the effects on their behavior. Let me talk to you about these.
I learned that they have similar nervous systems to humans.
Correct, that's why we use them. Also, human subjects would be very unethical.
I also learned that marijuana has many physical and mental effects, and you should never use it.
Wow, your biology teacher must be very smart, but you still have a lot to learn. The first experiment we did consisted of exposing the worms to 0.1, 1, 5, and 10 millimolars of nicotine, caffeine, and sucrose, which are stimulants, along with alcohol, which is a depressant. We put them in a petri dish for 2 minutes at a time. Then, we counted how many C-shaped seizures they had, or called an acute stereopathy. In the results, the stimulants caused more C-shapes than the depressants, with nicotine leading the pack. In the second experiment, we repeated the first one, but put them in the drug solutions multiple times to see if they developed a tolerance. In the beginning of the experiments, the planarians felt the same effect, but as they repeated the trials, they developed a tolerance and required a higher concentration of the substance to experience the same results. Planarians typically live in dark environments, so in the third experiment, we put the planarians in a petri dish that had spring water for 2 minutes. Half the petri dish was covered with a cap to simulate a dark environment. Then we observed which side the planarian preferred, dark versus light. Then we exposed the planarians to different drugs for 2 minutes, and after we put them back in the spring water and then saw which side they preferred for 2 minutes. The planarians exposed to the stimulants preferred the light side, although the planarians exposed to the depressant preferred the dark. Our final experiment involved the combination of 2 drugs on acute stereopathy. When the stimulants were combined, it created a synergistic relationship which increased the number of C-shaped seizures compared to the drugs alone. When a stimulant was combined with a depressant, it created an antagonist effect and then decreased. Through these experiments, I have learned that combinations of drugs can increase the effects of both, making them more dangerous. Through research on Alex's case, I learned that drugs, including marijuana, can cause addiction and thus severe withdrawal symptoms such as headaches and anxiety. What have you guys learned from this experience?
I've learned that the stimulants increase brain activity and the depressants decrease brain activity. I also learned while doing research on Alex's case that when taking marijuana, the brain produces large amounts of dopamine, which is the happiness chemicals, and this creates a euphoric effect or a feeling of being high.
I learned that the planarians wanted to take the drug again after usage to feel the same effect and with a higher concentration. I also learned that marijuana users start abusing drugs around the ages of 14 to 17, and they think that it's not harmful because it is natural.
Wow, you guys have learned a lot. Do you guys have any recommendations for future experiments?
I say we repeat the experiments, but with another animal that has a similar nervous system to that of humans.
Also, I say that we should have different experiments with the different orders of the drugs being taken to see which order is most deadly and dangerous to humans. I believe here at Oakton High School we should have seminars with scientists, and parents would come in and learn about the drugs so they can further educate their children at home, because they might not have children that go to high school, so they would be able to educate children of all ages and be more knowledgeable about the subject of drugs.
I say for Oakton High School, we have a guest speaker that has previously encountered drugs and usage and abuse of it to inform kids of the negative effects and impacts.
Alex, what do you have to say? He's gone!
Suspect is gone. I repeat, suspect is gone.
I'm on it.